Hey, what's up everyone, it's me, Speed Supersonic, bringing you guys another video, and in this video today, we have something very interesting to talk about. Now, I know a lot of these videos do pertain to like news and leaks and rumors and all that different kind of stuff when it pertains to Sonic's future, but sometimes there's speculation and just discussion videos, and this video is like a weird mix-up of all of that together because none of this comes from like leaks or rumors or 4chan or Reddit. What I'm talking about today, I would not touch with a 10-foot pole if it came from there, but due to all of the different stuff going on right now with Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff that's been put out there and that is upcoming from Sega, I have found this a very interesting talking point and something that I think a lot of people are curious about right now, and that is the topic of a Sonic Unleashed remaster port, or simply Sonic Unleashed Ultimate, if you will. Is something Unleashed coming? There are no reports or fake leaks from Zippo or anybody like that. I honestly probably just wouldn't talk about that. It's just like fake Unleashed stuff comes up all the time in the fan base like that. But the reason I'm talking about it is like what I said. There's a lot of stuff that could very well point towards something Unleashed being in the works right now. I just wanted to preface that there are no reports like detailing a Sonic Unleashed Ultimate, but there is strong reason to believe that there could be something Unleashed related in the works or coming up right now due to some stuff that has been popping up all around Sonic. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it and see what could point towards there being a Sonic Unleashed Ultimate coming up very soon. Now, the first thing was that symphony. Now, obviously, I'm not basing everything off of there. This is just an aspect of it. Because if I just took it from, oh, they played Sonic Unleashed music, that means something Unleashed is coming very soon, I would be stupid. I mean, maybe I am, but that would make me extra stupid. It's just music, it's an orchestra, and Sonic Unleashed works great in an orchestra. They used orchestra for a lot of the music in Unleashed, so it just made sense. But hey, it is something that you can play into. It is something that you can take away and be like, hey, they teased this thing of an Unleashed specific symphony. It's just Unleashed, there was no other games. But like I said, Unleashed has a very orchestra-heavy soundtrack. It's a nice fan callback. It might just be something good to do. Not everything has to tie into a game, and that's very much so true, and I do stand by that. But there is other stuff that has come out since then as well that could very much tie into it. Sonic's birthday is, oh gosh, it's next week. So I do expect some stuff to come up next week, hopefully. That'd be really cool. Keep me a little busy. But also, on Sonic's birthday, during the Summer Games Fest, there is going to be that orchestra, the full orchestra, which I will be streaming and reacting to, so stay tuned to that, but we'll get into that later. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications to stay tuned. Do that right now. That is next week. Now, here's where next week plays into this. If you guys don't know, Marza Animation Planet is an amazing animation studio who's produced some of the best opening Sonic CG cutscenes, such as the Unleashed intro, the Sonic Colors intro. Those really pretty CG intros that you guys see in all these different Sonic games are by Marza. But not just that, they've also done some shorts, such as Night of the Werehog. They may be saying, now what's going on with that? Why are we talking about Marza? It's because there is this image floating around right here. If you guys don't know, these are the characters from Night of the Werehog, Saw, and the chick, I forgot her name. And they just put out a tweet today that says, stay tuned for next week. So not only are they teasing something for Sonic Unleashed happening next week, but also next week is the Sonic Symphony where there's going to be Unleashed music. Night of the Werehog ties into Unleashed. I know, I'm looking like this image right now. This is Life of a Sonic fan. Night of the Werehog hasn't been touched or talked about in like years, like barely by Sega. It's great, I love it. But Sonic Unleashed is just something that Sega hasn't talked about that much because there was this blacklist that I feel like Sega has been pulling back a little bit in terms of like Sonic games that weren't received that well. Sonic Unleashed, unfortunately at the time, was one of those games. So it seems like over there at Marza there is something in the works. We'll have to wait and see, but it doesn't stop there because there's one more thing that did pop up last night that we also should talk about. You guys know IGN? These guys.
Sonic was never good.
Yeah, it was a 25-year lie.
Yeah, I know, they're really annoying. Well, if you guys don't know, they had a very, not only harsh review of Sonic Unleashed, but a very bad review of Sonic Unleashed. Like, usually, I'm very lenient with IGN because, like, at the end of the day, I still kind of have a little bit of respect for them in the general landscape of who they are as a company. Like, if they give Sonic a negative review for something and it's justified, that's completely fine. But their Unleashed review was really bad. They like didn't know how to play it. And they've gotten a lot of heat for that, not only from Sonic fans, but everybody. And recently it was discovered by a lot of people in the Sonic community that their review of Sonic Unleashed has been removed, revoked, whatever you might want to say. It's no longer up, and it very well could be getting a re-review. Now, this does not immediately imply that they're taking this down so they can re-review the game on a different, newer platform or a port. That's not what that says. In fact, they've actually done this to a lot of recent games. Not only a lot of Sonic titles that aren't Unleashed that have had their reviews removed, but just a lot of other games as well that aren't Sonic have had their reviews also removed. So, I know it's obviously goes to, oh my god, this was removed, oh my god, Sonic Unleashed, what's going on? But it does not immediately point towards that, especially with there being other games, like I think Adventure had its review also removed, so I'm sure they're re-reviewing them maybe, putting in a new score, updating the score, but also you never know, maybe there is something in the works. It's not to be ruled out entirely, especially with all of the other Unleashed stuff going on right now. Now here's the big question, could an Unleashed Ultimate be happening? There is a strong possibility. Okay, first things first, it has been heavily requested. And honestly, like, yeah, does it take a while for requests to be answered? Of course it does. Not only does it take time for that movement to build up momentum, but it also has to take time to get over to Sega and catch their ears. And not only does it have to catch their ears, but it has to take motion over there as well, and it has a lot of approval processes to go through in different steps and all that stuff. So while that campaign might have got, like, started in, let's say, 2016-17 of an Unleashed Remastered, or an Unleashed port simply, sometimes it's not always that fast and simple. And maybe they wanted to do something extra like they did with Sonic Colors Ultimate, where there are a bunch of new features and tokens and customizable features to Sonic. They really wanted to do something completely different for a remaster. They just didn't want to port it, which Sonic fans are just asking for ports, which are pretty simple, but Sega does usually like to take that extra mile, which I really appreciate with most of their products. They know that it's heavily requested because they've talked about Unleashed remasters and ports and stuff like that. They probably know that this is something that people want. They want to see Unleashed on modern hardware again, and I do think it could be in the future, but whether it will be this year, whether it will be next year, I'm very uncertain on that, especially because I think everything coming out this year has been announced so far. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that all of this stuff, including the Symphony, this tease for Marza, and the Werehog popping up in Force's Speed Battle, indicates a Sonic Unleashed Ultimate potentially being on the way in the near future? Or do you think that they're just testing the waters, or they're just being nice to Unleashed and we're just getting some Unleashed content? Let me know in the comments section down below. I'd love to know what you guys have to say. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Feel free to follow my social media. Links to my Twitter and Instagram are in the description below. You can follow those behind the scenes, look at my life, future content, and all things Sonic the Hedgehog. But most importantly, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. This is the best place for Sonic the Hedgehog content on YouTube. We talk about all things Sonic here, from video games, TV shows, movies, comic books, and merchandise. We talk about all things Sonic, and with the amazing next 2 years that we have in terms of announced content, there's so much on the way that you're not going to want to miss a thing, and this is the go-to place for all of it. So thank you all so much. I love all of you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Wah!